I've heard Movio. So this is the demonstration video of Movio platform, how it works actually. In previous video, I have shown you the overall high-level architecture or the system design of the Movio, how Movio is extracted. Now in this video, I'll try to demonstrate how all the services are grouped together and they perform some stuff in automated way. So as I already discussed, Movio has three services: Movio Auth service, and Movio API service, and Movio Worker service. Auth service is generally responsible for the authentication purpose. API service uh, uh, is the section where user directly exposed. User is actually interacting with the service using the Postman. All these APIs you will see. I'll see you in a short time. All these APIs are actually directly interacting with this API service, and this API service is actually middleman between the worker service. Worker service is actually the worker that is responsible for processing the video, extracting the subtitle, segmenting the video, into transcoding the video into MO video, segmented the video, uploading all the segments to the S3, and all the other stuff. Everything is done by this Movio worker service, and this Movio API service is actually working as a middleman so that it directly interacts with this API service. Movio worker service cannot be directly interacted with, it is not exposed, it is only uh, interacted with the RabbitMQ event bus. So, but still, Movio worker service is running in Nginx container only for the admin purpose and for health check APIs. So that's all. The Nginx is responsible for admin or this kind of stuff. So as I've already discussed in the previous video, that these all the services has, if I go to the YAML file, all the services has a Docker container, sorry, a Django container, a PGDB, Postgres database, Nginx, and a Redis container, a Celery container, a Flower to monitor Redis, Celery, and the API service contains another extra container, that is Elastisearch container. So Elastisearch is to Elastisearch powers the searching capabilities of Movio. We can search a video by its title and description, etc. And we can also search any subtitle content, and it will return all the video information. So all this searching is powered by Elasticsearch. So it is API service. So let's go through how I have actually extracted this video to show you. So in this part, if you can see here, in this part, in this terminal, you will show the worker service. I will run the worker service containers. This is the worker service. You can see worker service, and this is the API service. You can see this worker service. This worker service is and this worker service. And in this terminal, in these four terminals, you will see. I will show you all the logs of this from Docker containers of this worker service. And in this terminal, you can see I will show you all the logs related to the API service container. This is the API service, and you will see all the logs of the containers, Docker containers of the API service. So this is two different. That's why I'm telling you, because I will be seeing logs how things are actually working. Now, as I've already told you the previous to understand video, now let's jump in. So as this is the API service, so now I am starting the Docker containers of this API service. API service is this, so that we can actually interact with the APIs. So what this API service does, it takes the video, all this information, it takes it, and I have written a middleware. This API service contains two middleware, that is Auth middleware. I have this Auth middleware. It checks the validity of the user, it is authenticated or not. And another middleware is that video upload middleware, that is it checks the file size of the video, and whether the video has the right or correct container. That is, we are actually dealing with the MPV file, so whether these body are actually are correct before hitting actually the views. So if it checks, it is request phase hooks. So during request methods, before hitting the view, we are actually checking, because it is no use we will be checking this stuff at the view level, because it will be a waste of resource and waste of time. The response request cycle will be it will be get delayed if we just everything check in the APIs. So that's why we are actually I'm actually making using some middlewares so that before I allow any request to the view. So this view actually, as I told you, it checks the file size, maximum file size, and if there is no video file, every request file should have a video file, and whether the video file has the correct Docker correct content format, that is, container format, that is empty file or not. So all these things are done. Then if everything is passes, then the request is processed to the view level. Then API service or API service does that. It creates a it it activates the Celery pipeline. The Celery pipeline actually takes the video and uploads the video to S3 bucket, and from that it creates an RabbitMQ event. I am using a cloud RabbitMQ service. So in that cloud RabbitMQ service, it creates an event using some necessary data about the video file, and it extracts the user details from this JWT token, and it actually passes all this data to that RabbitMQ event, and this event is consumed by this worker service, and once this event is consumed, worker service actually activates its own Celery pipeline to process this video. So we will be seeing, and once this all this processing done by the worker service again creates an rabbit queue event in another queue, in different queue, telling that the video processing has been completed, and that message is consumed by again this API service. And yeah, after consuming the message from the worker service, the API service is actually update some DB, and it does some additional work. We can also I have make to do that. We can also send emails or send WhatsApp message using the send or video services to the user that your video processing things are done after consuming that worker service message to API service. So we can definitely do that to extend the video more. So this is the overall high level design. If I tell you again, yeah, it takes API service takes a API, it takes a video file and some information. It actually uploads the video to S3 bucket. It creates an MQ event, and that event is listened by the worker service. Worker service again activates the Celery pipeline. It does its job to process the video. It uploads the video, deletes the video from the S3 bucket. It extracts the subtitle file, then transcode the video, then segments the video in adaptive bitrate in 360p, 480p, 720p with a different bitrate size, 800 kbps, 1200 kbps, and 2400 kbps. Then it's batch processes all those segments. Then it actually makes use of Celery chain, Celery group, Celery chord, and it again creates an event, and it clears all the local files, and that event again listened by this API service. And once that event is listened by API service, API service actually updates its database and updates some additional data, that is video processing done or ATC, so that we can make sure that the video has been processed. So this is the overall architecture. Now I'll show you how things are actually working. So now how we just need to make Docker up. So this just a simple command will run all the API service here. So just wait few seconds. Yeah, you see, just this three simple word activated the whole API service. Docker, yes, sorry, Docker, yes, yeah. My system is actually. So you see, my API service is actually running right now. So you can see this is the Nginx, and this is the Celery. This is the Celery container. This is a Flower container. Flower, Flower is to monitor the Celery worker. And this is the Movio API image. That is a Django container. This is the database. This is the Redis. and this is a Elasticsearch container. So we need to see the logs of, we need to enter into, I have made use of management command. Management command is a command that creates a separate process, distinguished, or it is standalone than the main Docker, main Django process. So if we show you, go here, and this is the management command, you can see. So this management command actually, it is run for to listening that RabbitMQ events, so that the main Django process is not blocked. So we have to enter into that API image container, and then we run the management command, and that command will create another separate process, so that our Django process is not blocked. So Django process will run its own way, and that listening to the MQ events will run in separate process. So it is totally standalone, and no one is blocking each other. So we'll be entering into this API command, Django container, and we'll be see logs of the Celery worker to see what is he actually doing. So let's see the logs of Celery worker. Celery worker is 384, 384, and the API image is 633. Yeah, you see, these are logs of the Celery worker, and now uh, 6 now enter into the um, Django container. 6 Yeah, I have entered into the Django container of the API service. Now I'll be listening to the MQ events, any event that is produced by the worker service. So Python manage.py using messages. Now Django has created a separate process, and in this separate process, I am actually listening. You can see MQ video process result consumer listening. So it is actually listening, and which listening message consumption from Movio worker service. So it is actually listening any messages that is produced by the Movio worker service. Okay, now we need to run the worker service. So in this place, I will be running the worker service containers. So let's run the worker service container. So easy, we just need to make docker up, and the worker service containers will be running here. You see, all the worker service containers are running right now. And if we just see, yeah, if you see this 3 minutes ago, 3 minutes ago, 3 minutes ago, and these containers are run just 5 seconds or 3 seconds ago. So here also we will need to enter into the Django container to actually run the management command, because in this worker service also it will be also listening to any events that is created by API service, any events created in the MQ. So in worker service also we will be entering into the Django container, and we'll run the management command so that we can listen to the any events that is API service publishes to the MQ instance, Cloud MQ, and we'll be seeing the logs of the Celery of worker service. So let me find Celery. This is the service image. This is the Django container of worker service, and yeah, you can see this is a flower. We can also. I'm not going to show you the flower. Okay, let me show you the flower. Uh, it runs on 5556. You see, I have actually password protected it, but before I have logged in, that's why it is auto logged. So you can see this is the flower. So I'm not going to show you. Okay, let me just let it be here. Okay, so now I need to. This is a Celery image, worker Celery image. I need to logs up and see the logs of the Celery image. 6a2. Docker logs a 6a2. And let me remember the container name of it. Yeah, A82. Yeah. So this is the container Celery worker of the worker service. This is a worker service, and you see there are lots of tasks are here. And now let's see the enter into the Django container. And this is the Django. This is the Django container, and it is ID is A82. Docker sets ID A, 82, dash. Yeah, so I have entered into the worker service Django container. Now I'll run the management command so that I can listen any event published by API service in the RabbitMQ instance. Python consume this. I'm not going into the nitty-gritty detail of the code because if I go into the nitty-gritty detail of the code, the video will be very much long. So that's why I'm just going the high level, and I'm trying to explain as much as possible. So you can see MQ S3 video consumption. So a message consumption from Movio API service. So you see message any it is listening for any event that publishes by the API service. So I have added a detailed and adequate logs so that we understand what is happening and why it is happening. And yeah, so we are really good to go. This logs, this Celery worker will produce anything that is happening with the worker service, and this Celery worker will produce anything happening with the API service. So now I go to the uh, uh, Postman. So I have already authenticated. I am not showing the Auth service because it's just simple. Go to the Auth and just get the token, and I have just added the token in the uh, group A label, the main project label, sorry, main collection label, and I am just getting the authorization doc from the hit from the parent. So that's all. So I'm not going to the auth here. So this is the API service. So API service produces gives us a few APIs that you can see this is the API v1. So this is the API v1. All the APIs are v1 right now. API v1 app events upload video to upload the video, and it takes video, title, duration, and description. And this is the common health check. If I run the health check, it will get some status okay. And this is search, and all this search this search is powered by all these APIs are I'm talking about this API service. Okay, so nothing is exposed to of worker service except the health check. Yeah, so all these APIs I'm talking about this API service. So this is the search metadata. So we can actually search a video by any this title and description. We can search any video, and this is actually we can search it using this API, and this search is actually powered by Elastisearch, and we can also search uh, any subtitle of the video. So this search is also powered by Elasticsearch. So any subtitle we can, if we give any word of the subtitle, all this video information will be here. And this single video metadata, if you want to know video information of a single video, then this API expose that information, and all videos it will show just a list view. It will show us all the video information. So now I will show you how things are actually working. So this is the post video. I have actually gave the test video that was MKB test video, and it has some Poppy the president a cartoon, and it has some subtitle in it embedded. And let me change the um, title Poppy president demo 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 video record, and let me change the um, 25 seconds and change the description so that I can actually search this video. This is demo video record. Hurry, here it's recording time and very good copy video watch. Okay, so that I am using these keywords so that I can actually use this keyword and search this video. So now keep an eye here, okay, in the Celery worker. So I'm actually I do not think you are able to see the send button in this Postman, but I am actually sending a request, and you can see a task will be received in this API service. Yeah, you see a task has received in the API service. Yeah, it has actually what it does that um, video upload to X3. what it does, it first uploads the video to the S3. So what I'm doing, I am actually doing adding an extra UUID before the name of the video file, so that if a user uploads same video multiple times, so that it doesn't, I can uniquely identify all the videos. So I'm adding a UUID, and this video title is actually also passed to the API worker service. So it actually upload the video to S3 bucket, and what it does, that video delete success, it actually deletes the video from local storage, and then it actually calls this. These are the calls you can see. I have actually success, true, exception, none. These are for logging that where if any task fails and where it actually failed. And this is the Pika to connect the RabbitMQ instance. And now you can see metadata public success, S3 data MQ public success. So it has published the this message to RabbitMQ, and this message is consumed by our worker service. So this worker service is, consumes this message actually. Now go to the work, and you can see this is API service is also listening for a message by the worker service, but it will be given by or it will listen once the worker service actually process the video, and then it will actually send a message. Then API service will again listen that video, listen that message. It will update the DB and do some other stuff, and we can this yeah. So now go to the worker service. Here you can see some so much thing has already done. So go here. Okay, now this is the actually management command I was talking about. This management command, when the video is actually this message was published, this message, and you see these are all S3 tasks, right? So nothing is blocked. Once the you request the video, immediately you receive the response. Immediately you receive the response. So everything is done by nothing is done by the Django main process itself. So everything is uploaded to the, you can if you see the codes, you can definitely understand. Everything is uploaded to Celery worker. Nothing is done by the Django main process. Django main process is only handling the API service and all the interactions. So everything is done by the Celery worker. Nothing is so that our Django main process can actually request our process as much as possible. And now, so yeah, this is the worker service, and this is the worker service actually consumed. You can see it actually info code apps MQ manager MQ callback. So this is the message is actually consumed, and we see a log that MQ consume started, MQ message consume success. So this message is API service publish this message, and the worker service actually consume this message. And once this message is consumed, worker service actually started the Celery pipeline that I have defined. You can see the Celery pipeline here. If you go here, and if we go to the code here, yeah, we can go to the flower. Full size. Oh, this is not. Okay, let me show you the worker service. This one. Yeah, task. Yeah, you see, this is how we actually use Flower. So this is the flower of this worker service. So you can see a lot of things are actually happening. All these are success, and all the arguments are using past. So these are the thing actually you can actually monitor without, if you are not comfortable in this terminal. But although I love terminal, I don't work this GUI. But if you do not like this, you can definitely like a Flower like the monitoring service, so to actually logging and monitoring. So what I was talking about, that go to the worker service and go to the source, and then core apps, and then workers, and then task. Here we'll see all the tasks. Here we'll see all the tasks I have actually doing here. So this is a lot of lines of code. I do not know how many lines. Okay, so it is a 950 lines of code. So it's not impossible, or it is not feasible to actually discuss every task here. But what I'll do, I will actually show you what is happening here. So once the message on this message is actually consumed by the worker service, you can see a message, a task has a Celery pipeline has actually been activated. The Celery pipeline is a chain of some tasks, and that all these tasks are being performed by sequentially, and all the tasks. So now let's see how things are actually happening. So once the a task is received, the first task is video download task success. Video download successful from S3. So first, this worker service downloads the video from the S3, and that is actually uploaded by the yeah user. So the file name is this. This is the file name and file path. In this temporary file, this task has actually saved the file. So home Movio app, Movio local video files, temp S3 downloaded, and in this location, this task actually this is the everything this task has to do. It has to do the download the video from S3 and save it to a local storage for processing. And once the download is complete, now another task is received, that is uh, delete video file from S3. So once the video is actually downloaded from S3 bucket, then why we will be storing that video? Because there is no need to store that video. So this task, what it does, it just simply deletes the video. So I have actually I have not mixed up the downloading and deleting in the same task, because this is not the practical way of doing things, because the single responsibility violates if we download and delete in the same task. So to maintain the single responsibility of a function, where I have actually created another different function, so that we can actually monitor whether downloading is causing any problem or deleting is causing any problem. So in this second task, it just deletes the video, and you can see I have actually passing a lot of required information, and all this being maintained by the success is equal to true. If this success is true, shows if the previous task is success or not. If the previous task is not successful, then the Celery pipeline fails and we do not do anything. Because if the video download is not complete, then how we can actually delete the video, or how we can actually segment the video. So every task in the pipeline is actually dependent on the success message. If the previous task failed by anything, then it is actually the Celery pipeline stops performing, and we can actually log using Sentry, or we can use Prometheus to gather the logs and data to actually monitor all these things. So this is out of this project, is out of the scope of this project, but this is how actually for current situation I'm actually maintaining the um, automaticity of this Celery pipeline. So now you can see video deletion task success. This is the second task. Video deleted successfully from S3 file name. This was the file name that is deleted from the S3. Now again, once this task is done, again another task is received, that is Koroks extract CC from video. So this task actually extract the subtitle from the video. Now this is the FM MPEG actually logs. Now you can see, yeah, this is the input file. You can see this is important for us. So input file is this MKV file. MKV file was the input file, and this is the metadata, copy for president, everything. You can see this MPEG FFmpeg actually logs, and you can see this is the output and OBBT. Because I know I'm not taking this in a certi file, because I am actually I'll be using a dash player. So dash player actually a JavaScript based player, and for any JavaScript based player, a certi file is not supported. BDT file is supported. That's why I'm actually directly extracting the subtitle in BDT format, because I will be transport the video and segment the video in dash MPEG-DASH segments, and play using dash player, so that I am actually using the compatible subtitle format. So this is the output file. It is saving the home Movio app, Movio local files, and here Movio CC local files. It in different file, you see. So all the files are actually structured in different video folders, and so that nothing is actually messed up. And this is the VDT file, you can see. So yeah, you see there is a log that subtitle extraction success, subtitle from video extraction success file. So from this file, subtitle extraction is successful. And once this task is done, then another task is because if the subtitle is not extracted, then how I'll do actually transcoding the video, because subtitle extraction is the main part, is one of the core functionality of our feature, right? So that's why once this is successful, then the pipeline received another task, that is upload subtitle to translate Lambda. So this is a very important feature how actually approach the translation section, because once because my one of the requirements was to um, extract the subtitle and so that the video files would have support of multiple um, languages subtitle. So what I'm doing, I'm actually making use of Lambda function, AWS Lambda function. So what this does that it takes the Lambda subtitle file and it uploads the file to a S3 bucket, uploads the video to a X3 bucket, and that Lambda file. And once that any event is occurred in that S3 bucket, a Lambda function is actually activated, and that Lambda function downloads the video, downloads the subtitle file from that S3 bucket. It uses AWS Translate service to translate that English subtitle or whatever the language it is into some other language, such as I'm actually translating into Bengali, Hindi, French, and Spanish. So this Lambda function actually translate that English file into different four these languages, and once the translation is done, that Lambda file again puts back all those five subtitle files in another S3 bucket, where all those subtitles will be served through a CDN. So yeah, I'm using a CDN, Gcode CDN, to actually serve. So this task is a very small task that just upload the subtitle to S3 bucket. So for this small task, why I'm using a separate worker Celery task, because to maintain the single responsibility of the function, so that we do not actually mess up everything. So that's why I'm creating a standalone task to actually segregate the or distribute the dependencies or distribute the duties of all the functions to so that we can actually log better and debug better. So yeah, this task actually uploads the video, and once this uploads the subtitle, and once this subtitle is uploaded to the S3 bucket, and then the Lambda function has already maybe it has done its task. So we do not need to think about how actually we will translate or whatever things. So we just from the worker service we just need to upload to S3 bucket, and everything will be done by the Lambda function. So you see, subtitle upload translate Lambda success. So this task actually tell that this BTT file has been uploaded to Lambda function to S3 bucket. And once this is done, again another task is received, that is transcode video to MP4. So what this task does that, as I told you, the MKV file dash player cannot actually play MKV file segments. So in order to play the dash player using dash player, we need WebM or MP4 file format, container format. So that's why I'm actually transcoding the video of MKV into MP4. So this tag actually transcode the video. We can see input file. Input is the MKV format file, and you will see the output is so this is the stream. So I'm using the H.264 codec. So H.264, why I'm using H.264 codec? Because this is widely available and widely it is used almost all over the world for this is for its efficiency. H.265 is not much used, but for maybe it is used for V8 or V9 engine. But for almost um, in general, H.264 codecs is used better, and I have all worked with H.264 codec previously, so that's why I'm using H.264. And this is widely it integrate easily in any platform, so that's why I'm using this codec. And for the audio, I'm using the AAC. So this is also widely used audio codec. So and now, if you go to the output, you can see output is the MP4 to this is you see this is an MP4 file. So output this MQB file is transcoded. That is, if you have used any online service changes the um, file format to MQB to MP4, MP4 to MOV. So this is how they actually do these tasks. So in the background they run a FFmpeg command, and they actually give transcode the video, and they give you a download file, so you can download the file format. So this is how they do it. And you see here actually the transcoding is done. So this transcoding is done, and you can see the dash transcode video success tasks. This task ffm command transcode file. So this file mkv file transcoded the executed successfully. Once the transcode is done, you can see we received another test. So you can see everything is done sequentially, and everything is automated. So there is nothing we need to intervene. Everything is fully automated things. And now another thing to see, that is dash segment video. So what is the segmentation video? If I go to the code for a bit, go to the worker and go to task. I'm sorry. Yeah. So lots of code. Yeah. So this is the segment video. What is the segments mean? Segmentation mean is that I am actually making chunks or breaking down the long video into small chunks, and I'm segmenting a video in ABR technology, that is adaptive bitrate. So what is adaptive bitrate? Adaptive bitrate, if you have ever how can I tell you? Um, if you have ever watched video in auto mode, if you go to the settings of a YouTube video, and when you select the um, uh, when you select the resolution of the video, 360p or 820p, if you can select the resolution directly, or you can use the auto mode. So what auto mode does that, depending on your network condition, if the network condition is better, then it actually you can see a 180p resolution video is automatically being played, or if the resolution is if the network condition is not that good, then maybe the lower condition video is actually automatically played. So this is the adaptive bitrate. So it actually breaks the video in different sizes of the video. So if you can see, I'm actually breaking down the video into 720p and 480p and 360p. So in this three resolution I am breaking down. And what is the bitrate? For 720p, the bitrate is 2400 kbps. For 480p, the bitrate is 1200 kbps, and for 360p, the bitrate is 800 kbps. So based on this kbps and the resolution, all this video will be broken down so that the user does not have to actually experience any buffering. If the user has a lower mm, network, or the bad network, then the dash player will automatically play the 360p video. If the user has good network, then it will play automatically the 720p video. So he or she will not experience any buffering in the video. So the user experience, improves much better if you use adaptive bitrate. So this dash segment is actually received, and here we are actually segmenting the video. You can see input file. We can see this is the input file. I'm actually segmenting the MP4 video, and I'm breaking down all this MP4 video into several chunks of these several resolutions with several different bitrate. Yeah, so this is all the logs from MPEG, and I'm not. This is output file. Output file is MPD. Generally, when we create a segment, we create a segment, we get a MPD file. So what is MPD file? MPD file, I can show you MPD file. I have an MPD file in the uh, in the mm, what I forgot. GitHub, sorry, in the GitHub, you can definitely see example MPD file. So in MPD file, there is actually we structured how and where things are actually uh, designed. So you see, this is how the segmentation is being done. This is chunk stream 001, and yeah. So I'm not going to be very nitty-gritty in this. So this is the segmentation. This is how the segmentation is done. You see the dash segments video success, and this is a success. Segmentation is done. Now another task is received. Once the segmentation is done, then another edit manifest to add subtitle information. So what is it does that FFmpeg generally do not by natively support adding the um, subtitle information to the manifest file. So we have to manually add the subtitle information where the subtitle exists, so that the player automatically detects where the subtitle. So I'm actually editing in this step. I'm actually editing the MPD file and adding where in the S3 bucket you can find the subtitle. So this is what this task actually doing here. And now you can see edit manifest subtitle manifest. It is actually successful. Now another task is received. What is the task? Upload dash segments to S3 and publish message callback. So this is actually interesting task. Yeah, I can tell you. So this is an entry point tasks, that creates another several subtasks. So what I'm doing here, I have actually segmented the video. I have edited the manifest file. Now I have to upload the videos or segments to S3 bucket so that I can actually serve those using Serial, right? So in this Entrypoint, upload dash segments to S3, it actually groups or creates a batches of small batches of 10 segments. If I go to the here, go to the code. Where is the code? Where is the code? Yeah, subtask. Yes. So this is the segments batches. So this is the tasks you can see here. The task is actually received. So what it takes. So that let me give you an example. So let's say for a 30 seconds of video or 1 minute of video, the FFmpeg created actually 50 segments or 50 chunks or 50 files. Okay. So or 55 files. So what I'm doing here that I am actually grouping up all the files into 10 list. I'm creating a list of 10, 10 those segments, and with all 10 segments I am actually creating a task. You see, I'm actually creating a task. So I'm making a group, and for those all I'm taking a segments of size of 10, total 10, a list, and I'm taking the list, and for all the list I'm actually making a subtask. Okay, and using group. So why I'm doing this, because I'm doing this because this is actually a batch processing. Because why I'm doing this, because if I actually upload the video using a single Celery worker only, so there may be 4 or 5 or 7 or 8 workers might be. So if I try to upload, or maybe there is a uh, 10 minutes of video or 30 minutes of video, maybe the segments will be maybe 500 or 800 or 1000 segments, maybe there might be. So if I try to upload 1000 or more than 1000 segments for a single Celery worker, so the entire process slows down. So the main thing or the batch processing, the utilizing the all the resources of the computer is actually violates here. So what I'm doing, I'm actually creating small tasks, and so that all the available Celery workers can immediately work, so that I can actually make use of all the get the maximum throughput, and I can make use of all the available resources in the computer. So what the group does, the Celery group is simply it's if I create a group of tasks, all the tasks can run sequentially. So let's say if I there is a 100 of segments, and I'm trying to upload the 100 segments using a single Celery worker, and maybe there are other 3 Celery worker is actually sitting idle, so the upload process is much slower. So what I'm doing, I'm creating a subtask, and once a subtask is created, I'm actually activating this group. I'm actually activating this group, and once this group is activated, then all those subtasks will be automatically, and they can run sequentially, so that I'm not uploading using only one Celery worker, rather I am actually uploading using all the available Celery workers. So I am actually using the potentials of the resources, and using the getting the maximum throughput. So I'm using a group of small Celery workers, small Celery task, and then I'm making a chain. This is a callback. So okay, before telling you the callback, let's get here the chord. So what is the chord? So assume that once the video are uploaded to the S3, I need to actually clean up my local storage, right? Because if I every my local storage is getting bigger and bigger, then how I can actually process all the other videos. So I have to delete it, right? So you know, before uploading all the tasks, if I actually activate the task that is actually deleting the local files, then whenever any worker is actually available, it will attempt to delete the local files, and that might be, and that time maybe other worker might be uploading the video, right, to S3. So it will not work. So might be the worker that is actually deleting the video, it has already deleted all the videos, and the worker that is actually uploading, it is still trying to upload, but it is not getting the data because it is already deleted. So everything will be crashed. So why this is why I'm using a chord. So chord says that it takes two parameter, that is a header group and a callback. So callback will only be activated if and only if uh, the header group actually completed. If the header group completed, only then the callback will be activated. So I'm making use of this functionality of Chord, that I'm passing the group as the header, so that every upload is successful. Once the every upload is done, then activate the callback, so that then only after the upload has been completed, then clear the local files. So why I'm using a chain? So once the I need to actually pass a message to the API service, right? So I'm using a chain. So before deleting the video, just create a message or create an event to the RabbitMQ, so that the API service listens. Here you can see the RabbitMQ, it has actually listened. So the API service can listen, and API service can update its DB or other status or whatever it can do. So this in this section I am actually creating that message. And once the message is done, then local file cleanup callback is actually activated, and it is actually deleting all the local files. So this is how things are. I'm actually getting them, trying to get the maximum throughput of the system and getting the maximum um, using the maximum resources. So you see main dash segments batch S3 started, and you can see dash segments batch creation for S3 batch creation is updated, and you can see this is subtask. Task upload segment batch to S3 subtask. One is received, another task is also received, and you can another task is received. So three tasks has actually received, and you can see here, you can see the magic of this utilizing group. This is the worker 4. It is segment uploading. It is actually assigned to 10 segments. Out of 10 segments, it has uploaded one segment, so progress is 10%. So I'm actually making have coded this progress so that I can actually see how much segments. You can see this is how I'm actually calculating the progress. So how much segments are actually uploaded. So you can see uh, worker 3 is also uploading. Worker 3 has also assigned the 10 segments to upload, and you can see worker 1. So worker 1 is actually uploading. So if I worker 4 actually first activated, if I actually did not distributed this uploading task to a group and assign all these workers, so maybe worker 4 will only be uploading this video, and worker 3 and worker 4 might be, worker 3 and worker 1 might be sitting idle. So it is a waste of resources. So this is how actually I'm making faster. I'm making upload the faster. So this worker 3 is actually uploading 20%. Worker 1 is, so you can see simultaneously all the workers are working simultaneously in parallel. So it actually speeds up the upload process. So maybe worker 4 upload is done, worker 3 upload is done, and you can see worker 1 upload is done. So as they all worked simultaneously, the upload process actually speed up. And now once the upload is done, you can see there is another task is there received in the callback, that is publish video process to MQ. And you can see this is the Pika version. Yeah, so this is the Pika package to connect to the RabbitMQ, and you can see MQ video process result, MQ publish success. So message published to MQ success. So this is the log from the mm, publisher, and this message actually consumed by this API service. Here you can see MQ message consume success. This actually publish the message, and API service actually consume the message, and I am doing, and this consumption is done by a management command. And once the message is consumption is done, you can see that another task is received, that is a local file cleanup callback. And the local file cleanup callback actually validates the local file, and it's a local file cleanup callback starting cleanup local files, local file cleanup success, segment file cleanup success, and it's done. It is actually done. So this actually this all the whole workflow, we can see how things are actually done. And if I go to the Postman. So this was the video ID, right? So I'm actually using a script, that is post response. So I'm taking it passes the video ID. I'm taking the video ID and adding this video ID into a variable, and we can actually use this variable here in any section. So I am using this variable here. You can see the value of this video ID, and if I send a request, I will get the response. Yeah, you can see this is the status. I'm actually making using of renderer class, a custom renderer class, so that I can render this structured way. And the status is success. Detail is this. ID is video ID is this. Title Pop-up President demo video record, as I told you previously when I questioned this. This is demo video recording time. Very good Pop-up video. Watch it. And it is a custom video title. This is the MP4 S3 URL. This is the URL where this is the section where this video file is located in the S3. And this is the interesting thing, MP4 G-code CDN URL. This is the if we request this URL, this G-code CDN URL, and we can actually stream the video. And interesting part is that Movio CDN algocode site. So I have a domain. I have also a project that is algocode site that is similar like LeetCode. So what I have done in the algocode that it mimics the backend system of LeetCode. So I have not used any third-party APIs. I am making sure I am taking a C++ code and evaluating it, creating a Docker container and executing the video and generating accepted or wrong answer or the segmentation fault etc. So for that project, I bought this domain algocode.site, and I am actually utilizing that domain to create the CDN URL. So Movio CDN algocode site segments, and this file we can actually stream this video. And this is the we also got the subtitles, So language English, and this is the content of the site title. So now go to the wall video and and I'm sending a request to wall video, and you can see all the videos. So this is the page generated response. You can see this is the page generated response. So total videos are 6, and you can see this is how the things are actually it pass. So the same thing. And now search metadata. So what is the video title? Video body name was so and record. So the title was the record, RECORD. So now I'm trying to start using record, RECORD. Now send a request. You can see I have actually searched the video, pop-up precision demo video record. This is demo video recording, very good. You can see. You can also search using description. You can see watch, WTC watch. Yeah, we are getting the same video. We can search for good. Same one video. We can search for PO. What is the PO? PY, I guess. In the wrong PO, PY. Okay. What is the testing? Let's search the testing. No, there is nothing like testing. And cartoons, yeah, TWA and cartoon. There is no cartoon. Video. Yeah, there is only one video. Oh, acha, I am actually searching the title. Oh, yeah, title and description. Go to the wall video and see the description. What is the description? Description, yeah, description. Hello guys. Okay, so search the hello. Hello guys. Hello. There is nothing. Hello. Oh, acha, the video might be deleted. I think I was deleted. Or the index might not be updated still. And let me search the subtitle here. Yeah, I'm getting the subtitle. Cool. Praise, let me see. I think it was praise or praise. Praise, I guess. I forgot it. Demo. Let's search demo. Demo. Yeah. So I got it, demo. And if I search a road, yeah, I'm also getting the road thing. Cool. And this is the pretty much of it. And now let me show you the S3 bucket where things are actually I'm storing. So this is the S3 bucket where all the things are being I'm storing in the segments. What is the video file? It was 45. No, not video ID. Yeah, this is the 86E4. Look for the 86E4 here. 86. No, not here. 86E4. 4. Yeah, you can see this is the last video I actually uploaded. So in the segments file, then I'm making a folder name using the same in this custom title. And inside the custom title, you will see all the chunks. You can see all the chunks are here, all the chunks. And you can see this is the manifest file. If you download the, I can download the manifest file, I think. Yeah. Um, and I can show you the manifest file. Yeah, this is how the manifest file looks like. And I'm actually adding this section in the manifest file about how where the manifest the dash player can actually look for the subtitle file. So you see this is the Bengali, this is the Hindi, this is and this is Hindi, this is the Espanol, and where is French? It should have, yeah, hi, it should have, and this is the English, and yeah, this is the French. You can see this is the French and this is English. So I am actually adding in using that task this section so that the task player can actually understand where the subtitles are. So let's show you where the subtitles are. So in this section, in this same container, sorry, bucket, there is another folder, subtitles, and in the subtitle, what is the ID? 8634. Look for 8634. Okay, go 8634 and you see lang bn en. So if I download the Bengali and if I download it and download, yeah, you see this is the subtitle. I can also download the English one if you want to see the language. Download, and yeah, you see this is the English subtitle. And now let's go to the Lambda function. So the lambda here. Yeah, you see this is the Movio CC subtitle. This is the Lambda function, and yeah, I'm the target is the S3 bucket. Okay, and this is the code I am actually using to actually do all this stuff to translation. I'm actually using WebBT, and I had to actually patch all this code and give a tar file to actually activate this function. So this how things are actually working. To be honest, as I have already told you, this video is too much long, so I'll not make any longer. So thank you for watching this video and let me know. Okay, I have actually forgot to show you one thing. As the video file actually is done, now let show you the how show the video file, right? I actually forgot to show you the video file. So I'm getting the MPD sorry I'm getting the CDN URL, right? CDN URL, and here I have actually um, a demo HTML files. Okay, in this demo HTML file, what I'll do, I will just paste the CDN URL. I have just pasted the CDN URL, and okay, I paste the CDN URL, and what I will do, this is the CDN URL. So I'm not expert on the front end side, but to work properly, if expert in front end work client side can help us better to actually show all the stuff. So this is just I'm for demo purpose I'm doing this, but I'm not too much very expert in front end side. So I have actually used this URL and the same URL, and if I actually go using the live, um, yeah, so the video you can see the video will be played. Ta-da! I can see the subtitles is being streamed and the video is automatically downloaded, right? So this is how the power of and the magic of the using MPEG file. So you can see this is how the segmentation is being showing. You can see the segments are being shown here. So sorry, the subtitles is shown here, uh, and there are a few lot of subtitles you can see. play the video again. You can see. But I need actually front-end side expertise or any front-end side expert. And there you see all the subtitles are being shown, but I actually could not show do all other subtitles. But a person who is actually expert in front-end side can actually show. I do not know actually how to work with the JavaScript and how to show in front-end the data. So that's why I only able to show the first subtitle, that is the English subtitle. You can see this English subtitle. Let me show you how, from where this data is being served. Inspect it and go the network and request again. Yeah, you see this is the manifest file and all the chunks. You can see there's a lang English. This is a lang English. So all the chunks are being downloaded, and you can see for the size are not equal, right? Size are different. So this is what the adaptive bitrate does. And if we go to the segment, what is the segment manifest file? Yeah, here is the manifest file. You can see it is being served from the my CDN, Movio CDN oligopotash site. So I'm using a Gcode CDN, and using that Gcode CDN, this video is being served. So I have already processed the long video. We can see I have already processed the long video. So what I'll do, I'll just paste the long video URL here, okay? And you can see need to paste again, and yeah, you see the chunks are being downloaded, and this is a long video, okay? Yeah, the chunks are downloaded, and this is the subtitle. You can see the subtitle is being already displayed, and this is a lang, and this is the CDN. I'm getting all the data is being served through a CDN, movie CDN aggregator site. Yeah, so if I show you the manifest file, yeah, manifest file is also being served from the CDN only, and this is how I'm. Yeah, you can see. If you want to see the cartoon, you can really definitely watch it. So what you have to do, you have to just take this template from this HTML file, and you just I already have this put the URLs. So you just need to play the play this HTML file, and you will be the video will be played. So we do not need to run any Docker command or clone this. You do not need to do anything. You just need to clone this or copy this video file, this HTML file, and you're good to go, because everything is uploaded in the S3 bucket, and CDN is actually serving this. So there is nothing to do with cloning or running any Docker commands like what I'm doing all these things. So if you want to run locally this video, just where did it go? If you want to run locally, just dash player current, copy this, and the video will be played. That's all. And another thing requirement is if I play, I can play from anywhere in the video, and that subtitle of that section will be automatically being played. If I go here, you can see subtitle from this section will be played. Yeah, you see subtitle from this section is played. And if I go here, you can see subtitle from this section is being played. If I go here, and subtitle from this section is being played. If I go here, subtitle from this section is being played. So everything is synced. Subtitle from this section is being played. So everything is in sync, and we can definitely go seek backward, seek forward, and that synced subtitle will be played with no issues. And this is actually being played using dash segments. So you can see the segments are automatically being downloaded, so that the user gets a better what a viewing experience. So that all, folks. Uh, this video is too long, but yeah, thank you very much for watching this video. See you next time.